I'm Paulina Leiser, producer of Focus Today. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure to check our other videos at theDove.us.
Hey, welcome back. Look who I found. Bud Amundsen. Yeah, he's the executive director of the Rogue Valley Youth for Christ. We've been talking about him for the last several days here on the Dove, and he is celebrating his 25th year there with the Rogue Valley YFC. Congratulations, buddy.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for your service. I saw the early picture where you had these funny glasses on.
Yeah, thanks, Deanna, for dredging that out of the file.
Yeah, 25 years, and the future is bright.
Oh yeah, it's bright, amazing. Actually, it is. It's incredible. God's doing some really neat things, and I mean, we're looking at starting a Christian vocational school this fall.
I didn't know if we could talk about that. But
I don't know. You're in charge, right?
Well, I don't. I just think, of all things, you got these facilities at various schools or outside the schools. You got Eagle Point. Where else are you? Name all the places so I don't miss anything.
So Gold Hill, Eagle Point, North Medford, Phoenix, and then our City Life facility down in the Liberty Park area, downtown Medford.
Well, it's just been wonderful, and as you minister to these students, and of course you work with Hearts with the Mission, so it looks like these kids are well covered. But you saw a need about the school thing. Tell me about it.
Well, if you look at the graduation rates of Jackson County as a whole, it's pretty dismal. I mean, the best figures somewhere around 75% graduate, 25% don't. There's some parts of Medford where it's close to half the students don't graduate from high school. So, and the thing we're seeing is academics don't take every kid where they want to go. And so they get into high school and they're like, I'm not going to college, and nobody in my family's going to college, so this is just really prepping me for college, and I'm going to go find a job, serve coffee, do something that I can make some money, and they drop out. And so it really comes from my background in central Pennsylvania, where I was in 8th and 9th grade. In 9th grade, you chose whether you went to the regular high school, college prep high school, or you went to vocational high school. And that vocational school, it was a very major agriculture area, so you learned farming and but plumbing and electrical and all that sort of stuff. And so our program, Walking Tall, is already teaching kids automotive repair skills and carpentry skills, and so we're just kind of doing a natural bounce from that, offering a school where kids that they have no plans, they're really trying to get out of school, get them back in there, and we'll do some online curriculum along with the automotive and carpentry skills stuff. And boy, the other thing is, on the other side of this, talking to businesses in our community in the trades, they're having a really tough time finding young people that have any skills. Even a kid that can read a tape measure. It's tough. Well, it's because we've been talking about relational poverty and abandonment and all of that for years, and well, those kids don't have somebody connecting with them saying, hey, here's how to change a tire, do whatever.
I can't say enough about how much this is needed, and I know Bud's hard on this, and I watch the numbers like you, Bud. It's just amazing. So what do you need? Where are you in the process? What do you need to get this thing full throttle?
Well, we've got a goal of getting $30,000 pulled together. I've got some work for that. That'll provide an administrator that will track with our students. It'll get some Chrome notebooks to get the online element. It'll also buy some curriculum. And so really, $30,000, we can start a vocational school, for up to 10 students, and really kind of get our foot in the door there and get something rolling, because we've already got the vocational side already going through Walking Tall.
Is there kind of like a mentoring ship out there? Who teaches them how to frame a house and fix a carburetor.
So the Walking Tall program, Tom and Judy Smierzinski are the folks that are doing. Yeah, you've had them on.
Yeah, they love it.
You know, Tom has been, well, I mean, he's a mechanical genius. I mean, the stuff that he has done and worked on, but unique fabrication is his business. And but out of that, a few years back, I don't know if you remember, there was a gal that was attacked, you know, near you know, community building here.
Oh, that's right.
And you know, he was just like, man, nobody's been pouring into those young men. They're left to do that sort of behavior. And so that really motivated them to get out, get involved. And so right now, you know, Monday nights we do a variety of projects, and Tuesday nights as well.
Well, again, you can go to Rogue Valley YFC and get connected, and if the Lord's kind of tugging on your heart to help them with this vocational thing, I just think it's one of the natural elements for you to flow into as you bring these students out of high school and middle school, and they're kind of lost. I don't think we understand. We read about it, we see some of it, the broken relationship between children and parent, the hopelessness that some of these kids have, and they don't think future, do they? They think day to day.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's part of adolescence as a whole, and that whole process is extending. But many are left with, how do I survive today? And so, you know, I'm going to figure out what I need today, and that's part of the culture of poverty. That your focus comes down to, how do I eat, how do I, you know, get shelter, you know, all that, and these kids are kind of locked in that, and this hopefully gives them something where they can get their eyes up and go, hey, I'm heading for something, and you know, here's the reality. College isn't the answer for everyone.
No, it's
and
not.
we desperately need guys, good men and women in trades that are doing work, craftsmen that are working in the automotive and the carpentry and a variety of other fields that we'd love to crack into. So. Well,
I would again just encourage you a couple things. If the Lord's tugging on you to help him with this financially or otherwise, give them a call at Rogue Valley YFC. Before we run out of too much time here, at the end of September and October, you have your online. I love doing this because I always like to show some of the things. We throw it up on the screen. I go, hey, you can pick this up pretty cheap. Anyway, but what's coming up on that?
So yeah, September 27th through October 10th, we do our online auction. I like to say, you know, you can go to an auction, do good work in your bunny slippers.
There you go.
You know, and it really is a major part of, you know, pulling our funding together, and businesses in our area are sponsoring it, which is one thing, and then also donating items to be auctioned off.
Well, if you want to donate some items, give them a call. Maybe your business has some things, services, items, whatever. Again, give them a call over there at Rogue Valley Youth for Christ, and your item will get on the online auction, and whatever they sell it for helps them with these projects. But 25 years, you ever think you'd be there that long?
No, I had no clue. You know, at that point in time, I was 27. God called me out of working in the investment field, and I think it was mostly just to go have fun and get to wear shorts to work and that sort of thing. But you know, God specifically called me in, and I mentioned, you know, kind of tried to escape a couple different times, and God's like, yeah, not yet. You know, I still have work for you here.
Okay, so. The call. We had one little clip. We don't have it now, but one of the interviews we played earlier in the week, you mentioned the call. You talked about that. You talked about, you know, I'm sure you never get discouraged or hit the wall, but
no, never.
Never. So
not yet today.
I get it. So what happened when God said the call? Tell us about that.
Okay, so I was in the investment field and really just feeling like, you know, God didn't design me for this. I was really working for the weekend, just trying to get through it. And that's where I was like, I know there's something else out there. Good advice from my dad at that point in terms of saying, well, God made it clear? No. Well, then wait. Okay, so then I waited. And the reality is I had to fire an employee. That employee came back and tried to sue me for wrongful termination. All of that, I'm being defended by the attorneys of the investment firm. If I leave, and now I've really found this opportunity with YFC, God's really telling me, hey, do this. And I'm like, but if I leave, then my defense is completely on me. And he's like, trust me, okay? He's like, trust me. All right, I'll do it. So I call my supervisor, and he's like, oh, hey, I was just getting ready to call you. That lawsuit, it's been settled, it's done, and everything's good to go.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. I was just calling to resign. And so, but God, brought me to a place where I had to step out and trust Him, and then He resolved that scenario in 2 seconds. It's done. Wow. It's gone. It's settled. And so that has always spoken to me about, God just saying, hey, trust me in this. I've cleared the way for you to be here. So it's going to have to be God that's, pulls me out.
Well, I can't think of an organization that is more efficient in ministering to children, kids, young people, teenagers, and now moving into this occupational school. I would encourage you to pray about getting involved. They need your time, they need your finances, and if you're a businessman, give them some of your items so they can auction it off. But get a hold of Bud at RogueValleyYFC.org and get involved. Thank you, buddy, and congratulations. Thanks for 25 years.
Yeah, it's nothing compared to you.
No,
though.
well,
33, right, for you?
33 this month.
Yeah, it's kind of like the little brother. You're all happy you tied his shoes.
I can't believe it. It just happened. It just happened. All right, we'll see you next time on Focus Today.